Hi guys, thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to give you a tour around my yard. Right now it is October and we've done a lot of cleanup of this yard since we moved here. I don't have any flowers or anything like that to show you guys because mainly what we've been doing is just cleanup. So let's go ahead and get started. Over here is a side bed next to where we park our cars. So this bed actually has hostas in it, and I actually added quite a few hostas to it, but it was just mainly hostas. So I've been moving things around, replanting them. There's probably about 10 to 15 large hostas in this bed. I cut them down last weekend because they were looking weary and yellow, but that's the side bed next to our driveway, and it has this big hedge right here that I love because it blocks out traffic as far as visual. As you know, you can still hear it. That's just, we're on a corner, so that's just kind of how it is. And I'm gonna back up right here so we can see. Here is the side yard. This is actually where I'm going to put my hydrangea hedge. So the hedge is going to start out there by that magnolia, and then it's going to stop in front of the fireplace. I'm going to put some annuals there, and then it will continue down this way. So when we walk here, it opens up to this flower bed right here, and this is a really huge bed, so I'm kind of intimidated about filling it up with plants. I'm still in the research stages of what exactly I want to go here. It's going to be a mixture of shade plants and part sun, so hopefully I can figure it out. I don't want it to be completely a jumble of plants. I kind of want this area to have like a tropical feel to it, like when you go out of town, you go to Florida or, you know, anywhere where it's tropical, Mexico, wherever, Brazil, wherever. I want some of those tropical plants. I want some elephant ears. I want some caladiums. I want some, I'm going to actually bring some of my house plants outside and put them out here, not in the ground, but in some pots. So I'm going to bring that Monstera out. I'm going to bring that Regal Shield out and just kind of bring this air. I want this to feel like you're away from home. So like that bush out there, you know, he's not really tropical material, so he'll probably go. I want to put some cannas in the ground out on that back row. I'm thinking some stuff that flowers, stuff that's colorful and that goes well together. So we'll see. I'm going to be drawing up some plans for this bed here soon and just kind of mix and matching what I think might go well together, and then I'll start buying bulbs and, you know, whatever else I need to get prepared. So up here we cleared out a lot of just debris. There were vines and weeds and just anything you can imagine was up there. We've done so much work out here and we're just so proud of it. I love this rock that prior owners put in. It kind of gives me a rustic Tuscan feel, which is another idea I was kind of gonna go with. I'm not sure yet, but I like the tropical idea, but I also like, you know, that rustic old patina, you know, like all that feel would just, but I'm not sure how to portray that in the garden. So I'm looking up different things. I've got some ideas, but we'll see which idea wins out. But I'm definitely going to do tropical somewhere in the garden if I don't choose that. So over here, I just planted some bulbs. I planted some Hamilton tulips, daffodil quails, and some crocus. They're all out here. There's some allium out here, purple and white allium. Down here is, I guess I do have some flowers to show you. So these are my salvia, and I got these from Walmart for $1.97. One of the best buys. I love that. There's some hostas out here that have been cut back. They're all over here, and this is a rock garden. Okay, it is so loud out here. I live in a neighborhood where you rake your leaves to the street, and they'll come suck them up, and they are sucking up the leaves right now. So just a day in the life, I guess. But anyway, so the prior owners, I don't know how far back, but they like their rocks. So this bed is full of rocks. So me and my husband were talking about digging this up and like getting all the rocks out, but I think that would be such a big job, and the rewards would be great, you know, but it just would be such a tough thing to do, to sift all the rock out of this bed. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. I think if we add soil, mix it in over the years, it'll kind of, you know, fix itself, I guess. I don't know. But up here, this is a hill, and we're gonna leave this grass. It's not much grass right now. There's a lot of weeds. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, next spring we're gonna be weeding and feeding. We're gonna be adding grass seed. Anything that doesn't die with the weed and feed, we'll be pulling that out by hand. Up here, these little skinny trees, these are a hardy hibiscus, and we have them all around the yard. As you can see there, they line right here at this garage, and they have very, very pretty pink blooms. They're gorgeous. The trees aren't in the best of shape, but we've been trimming back the dead branches, and it looks like somebody kind of deadheaded them at some point, and they're just kind of coming back from that. So I'll give them a chance. Anything that's dead obviously has to go. But anyway, so this bed up here, we cleaned this out completely, just exposing the rock border that they had out here, and it's just beautiful. I mean, look at this rock. Look at that. It's like, it almost looks like slate. And I should have blown these leaves beforehand, but it just goes all the way down there, and then you have those big, I think those are kind of like railroad logs, which we have around the property as well. So this bed is going to be, this could be my tropical bed. We'll see. There's definitely some space for it. It could be something where like we have the tropical bed here, and then we put a more rustic bed on the other side that I just showed you. We will see. It depends on lighting and then looks. So, and I did this bed by myself mostly. Just one day I had a glass of wine, and I don't know about you guys, but if I have some alcohol, I like want to do everything. So I had a glass of wine, and then I just went outside and just started pulling stuff and completely gutted this bed. So anyway, so right here where this railroad log starts, this half here is going to be garden space. So we're going to be growing some vegetables and fruit. Not fruit, sorry. We're going to be, well, tomatoes are fruit. So we'll be growing tomatoes too. I don't know if the tomatoes will have up here or have them in pots, but I definitely want to grow some green beans. I want garlic. I want a couple different garlic varieties. We want some asparagus. So there's a lot of things that we can shove in this bed, and then keep coming year after year. So I'm going to back up here and just show you guys this view from on top of the hill. So as you can see down there, this area here is all rock as well. And that's part of the thing, is like, I don't know if it's worth it to dig all and cipher, what's the word I'm looking for? To sift all the rock out of here. okay, because not only is the rock here, but in that grass area there, that's all rock underneath that grass. I'm guessing at some point it wasn't grass there, but now it is because it's gone unmaintained for years. But I really don't think that I think it's going to be more laborious than my husband thinks. But anyway, so here are this is a hedge that we're thinking about putting here. I'm not quite sure if they're going to go in there, if they're going to go in the front, but we'll see. But I like the way they look here. So let me go back up again. So this is the view from the top of the hill. So we get this side here, and that's where I showed you before, where I was thinking about tropical garden or a rustic Tuscany type of feel. Down there to the patio. And so that's kind of this view here. So my goal with the yard is I want views from every angle. I want to be able to, in the summer and spring and summer and fall, to be able to see, you know, beautiful foliage from every window, every angle. That's my goal. So I'm gonna come down here to this hedge and we're gonna take a look at it. These are boxwoods and I got them from Walmart, and I'll just zoom in and show you the price that I paid for each of them. Get that clear. So I paid $8.87. Walmart, I've been cleaning up at Walmart the last couple days. They've had a lot of things on sale, and that's kind of how I shop. I shop clearance, discount, unless there's something specific that I want and need, and you know, I feel that the price is fair. So this is a potential area for this boxwood hedge. And then I did get 2 other plants, which I have a spot for one. I don't have a spot for the other. I'll show you what these are called. I got 2 of these, and they're called Red Tip Fittonia, and they were $3.75. Now I read after purchasing these, which is how a lot of things happen after purchase, but I read that they grow really, really fast and they can get huge, but their leaves are red when they first come out, and then they, you know, slowly change to green, but they're always growing and they grow super, super, super fast. So I do have a spot for one. I just need to find the spot for the other. And this area back here where I'm heading is super just messy. So please excuse all the mess. If I waited to do these when the area was clean, it would never get done. So this is the back of our bonus room. There's the 2 windows. I don't want to put anything like that's going to get tall in front of those windows. I am going to add some window boxes over here, and probably will do window boxes under all of the side of the house windows on the sides. We'll see though. So there is our barrel that we used to burn our leaves and things in, but instead we decided that we wanted to reuse the leaves. So instead of just burning them, we now rake them in a pot. Well, we now spread them out in the yard, and then my husband mows over them, and that creates its own mulch. So what we're doing is we're adding these to the beds instead of mulch this fall. So this is a way, and the leaves, it's good to cut them down because that helps them break down quicker in the garden beds. If you left them whole, it would take a lot longer. Plus, the way they lay on top of the soil can prevent water from getting down in there and getting to any plants that are that they're covering. So it's better just to chop them up if you have a chopper or using your mower. I wouldn't suggest doing it by hand, hand chopping, because there's just too many leaves. But anyways, so there's this tree here and this one next to it. I'm not sure what these trees are called, but there are a lot of them in the neighborhood. They have very pretty leaves, but I don't know if there's something going on with them, because their leaves have been very chalky, kind of like how you see in houseplants with hard water, that mineral buildup. So I'm not sure if these have some sort of mineral buildup or have a powdery mildew type of thing going on. I'm not sure. So over here, there is the gate where I was pulling some vines down, and that gate just fell down all on its own. I didn't do it. And we have these beds over here that line this fence. I cleared all of that out, a lot of it. I did put in some plants over here, and I'll show you. Got some heuchera, and then I did put some irises over here and a couple of other little small things that I can't remember the name of. I'll put them up if I can find their tags. And then back here is my Hosta Woo, and it's very small right now, so I'm hoping over the years he's going to grow to massive size. I gave him this entire corner so that he can just take over. Hopefully winter doesn't kill him, but we shall see. So this bed was actually lined as well, like the other beds, with rock. I just kind of dug it up, defined it a little bit, pulled it out. Down here, it's still the line is still a little murky down here. I should have blown these leaves out, but oh well. So the rock bed kind of looks like it. Oh gosh, it's chipmunk. Anyway, so the bed kind of ends right here with this rock. So I have to see, because the rest of this is like piled up soil. So I'm going to have to move things around and see if there's if there's a connection from there to here. Because then the border starts up again like over here. So I'm not sure. So there's this side. This is the backyard. I'll do a front yard tour as soon as I can, but the backyard is enough on its own. And the trees that line our fence back here, these are also a hibiscus. They're a hardy hibiscus, and they bloom purple flowers all summer and then into early fall. This tree, I'm not sure, this looks like a pine of some sort, but he's old. He's so huge. There's our garage, and it's packed with all kind of crap. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Let me know what you think. The one thing about gardening is it doesn't have to be perfect. You can change anything around. Anything you don't like, you can move. You can put in whatever you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be just like someone else's. So I would like to encourage you to get out and just get in the dirt and have fun and start thinking about how you want your yard to look, how you want it to look when you're looking from inside the house out, and how you want it to look when you're outside of the house. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!